For many years, TikTok was considered nothing more than a music and lip syncing app for teenagers. But more recently, I've realized that it's one of the best ways to make money online. If you guys have kept up with my channel, you would have most definitely seen my road to 10K journey on TikTok Shop, and it really opened my eyes to all the different avenues of making money on the platform. I mean, now we're talking about TikTok Shop affiliate, TikTok series, the creativity program beta, and a whole host of other ways to make money just from the platform. Before we can get to the money and into those nice deposits to our bank accounts, we first need to figure out how to get views on the platform because views is where everything stems from. In this video, I want to tell you guys about some tried and true methods that I have used to gain views on TikTok and to grow my pages, whether that be get more sales or try and make money off the creativity program beta. I'm going to show you direct examples that I have posted, like actual content that I've posted on my page as an example of each one of these methods that I talk about. There's many creators out there who are going to tell you all about the algorithm and oh my god, you need to have such great hooks and all that, but they're never going to show you their actual content, right? There's this one guy in specific who every single week he posts about a new change in the TikTok algorithm, and the thumbnail is always him like holding his head. In reality, that's all bullshit. In this video, we're going to talk about actual practical things that you can do starting today to get more views on TikTok. So more recently on my channel, I have started a program or a challenge that I call the Road to 10K on the Creativity Program Beta. With the Creativity Program Beta, to make money, you need to create content that's over 1 minute long. Now, through my time on TikTok, I've had a ton of success with the really short form content, the 10 to 20-second videos. Pop up a bunch of screenshots here of all the views I've gotten on those kinds of videos. However, what I really wanted to do is crack the code on the long form kind of content. To do so, I've had to go through a whole lot of trial and error. I mean, I started posting long form content, and all of my first videos that I posted would get nothing more than 200, maybe 300 views. But over these last few days, I started to notice something. As I was going along and trying different techniques to try and generate more views, I started to realize, hey, let me stitch more videos. Now, if you don't know what stitching is, it's pretty much when you take a TikTok that you come across on your For You page, click into the options and you select stitch. It allows you to use a part of this video in your own video. Once you select, the 4-5 seconds that you want to use from that other video, it's now your turn to react to it or add some sort of content to that video. I came across a really intriguing video on my For You page, and the start of it was, this is how I went homeless in Thailand with $7 in my bank account or something. I was like, you know what? This video, first of all, I watched the whole video. The hook was very good. It intrigued me. I wanted to know how this person went homeless in Thailand with $7. I finished the video and I had a lot to say about it, but I'm not going to waste my time leaving a stupid comment. So I was like, wait, let me make some content about it. So I took the video and I stitched it. And now I'm going to show you guys the video that I came up with. And as you can see, it got over 200,000 views.
This is how I ended up homeless in Thailand. I booked a one-way flight from Louisiana to Japan.
So pretty much that's what happens when you watch too many travel influencers. So that lady, she had the brilliant idea of, hey, I'm going to move to Japan. I'm going to take a one-way flight and just live. I don't have an income, I don't have a job, and I have no money saved up. Like, how? As sad as it is, right? Of course, I don't wish for anyone to be homeless, but how do you make a decision like that? The only answer I can come up with is watching too much social media, because we see these influencers all the time who are like, this is how I started my new life in some random Asian country. I just picked up my bag and left, when in reality, you don't know how much money those people really had saved up. You don't know if their parents are self-funding their lifestyle. Most of the time they are. When you make a decision like that, you need to be realistic. I'm all about adventuring and traveling and taking crazy trips, but look, if you don't even got $5, $7, $10,000 in your bank account, you really think you're about to take a one-way flight to Japan and survive in Japan? You don't speak Japanese, you don't understand Japanese economy, you don't understand the Japanese job market and how hard it is, and you also don't understand how expensive it is over there. Come on, y'all gotta wake up.
Now, the great thing about stitching, as you can see in that video, is that the person who created the original TikTok already had a great hook. right? She already had something that intrigued me, that made me watch the whole video. So now it's not up to you to come up with a crazy start to video to keep, people with TikTok brain engaged for the whole thing and to watch your whole entire 1 minute video. Then from there, I want to talk about method two of getting more views on TikTok. So as you guys can see, that video that I showed you, the screen recording of, it got a whole bunch of comments. And I love it when I get comments on a TikTok because it gives me so many more video ideas. From there, I got a whole host of comments. I went through them. I found some of the comments that received the most likes, the most engagement. This already tells me that people took an interest in this comment. They either agreed with it, they disagreed with it, they replied to it. Something about this comment caught their eye, which means that when it comes to me creating a piece of content about this comment, it's already tried and tested in a way. I've already got the proof of concept that, hey, whatever this person said in this comment, it's obviously intriguing enough for people to interact with it. So now I'm going to reply to it in video form. I'm going to leave you guys with the video reply that I did for a particular comment. So in honor of that lady who went to Thailand with $7 in her pocket to go on an adventure and is now homeless, I thought it would be a good idea to make this video about the 3 things that influencers glamorize that you should probably think twice about. Number 1, not going to college so you can become an influencer or buy their dropshipping course so you can become an e-commerce millionaire. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm all about business, I'm all about creating content. I think that's all fun. However, if every single person in the world decided to be an influencer, when your ass gets sick, who's gonna cure you? We need real people with real jobs. The thing is, you can go to college and still afterwards become an entrepreneur. If y'all didn't know, most millionaires and billionaires in the whole world have a college degree. You can get a college degree and while you're in college, be an influencer and create content. But getting your education or having that degree is something that's going to always be there for you for your whole entire life. Number 2, moving out your parents' house when you have a perfectly safe and loving home just to go on an adventure with no money in your bank account. That's probably what our homegirl in Thailand probably watched and she was like, you know what, I'm inspired, let's go to Thailand with no money. But if you're living at home with your parents, you're 19, 20, 21, your parents don't abuse you, it's not a toxic household, stay living with your parents, save up enough money, and finally make that move. I'm all about going on adventures, I'm all about trying new things and living in new places, but do it in a responsible way. Just because that influencer decided to go live in a van and travel the world doesn't mean they're not getting bankrolled by their parents or they're making money from other ways that you probably aren't gonna have. Now, when it comes to reply videos, there's 2 great things about them. When your original video that's doing very well, people are most likely going to see it and then click into the comments and go there. Directly, they are going to see the video reply to you that you made to one of the comments. They're going to click on that video reply, and now you just earned yourself another view on that reply video. The other thing about it is that person who left the original comment that you replied to the video is probably going to come onto that video, also drop another comment there. From there, you can, either reply to them again or someone else is going to reply to them. Then you can reply to that other person. This creates a super long chain of content for you that you can continue to go off of. Pretty much have unlimited content ideas. Now that we've covered different video ideas and different techniques of creating video, I want to talk about some things that are a bit more specific. Captions. I've noticed that when I add captions to my videos, they perform better. I don't know why, in all honesty. I think because the algorithm reads the caption and ranks your TikTok higher. It figures out what the TikTok is about better. It could be any one of those things. I don't know, but I also think it affects your search. How your video pops up when someone searches a particular topic on TikTok. If y'all don't know, many people use TikTok as their Google. It is literally their search engine. So let's say you make a video and in it you mention, I don't know, let's think of a stupid example, how to tie your shoes, and you have captions. The algorithm was most likely going to read that caption of how to tie your shoes when someone goes into TikTok and searches how to tie your shoes. Your video is probably going to come up. I also recommend adding keywords like that in your video description. Before you post a TikTok, just write what the TikTok is about, not a super long sentence or a whole paragraph. We'll use the shoelace example. Make your description how to tie your shoelaces. You can add hashtags, don't add hashtags. In all honesty, I don't think hashtags matter at all. Now I want to talk about a very, very big misconception that I see on YouTube, I see on TikTok, I see on any social media platform. And that is the whole, oh my God, the algorithm changed this way, you need to do this, or the algorithm changed that way, you need to switch up the way you post. And all about, oh, these are the best posting times to post on YouTube or to post on TikTok. That's all complete and absolute BS. People who make that sort of content are literally just trying to make money off of you. As I said earlier in the video, there's this guy who's always posting about changes in the TikTok algorithm. If you actually watch his videos, you're gonna realize he's not given any value, and he probably mentions the same shit in every single one of his videos when he talks about algorithm changes. Also, there is no such thing as, I mean, the algorithm can change, but there's no such thing as great posting times, because when you create your content, it goes to people in all different time zones. For example, I live in the East Coast. So when I make my video for people on the West Coast, it's a whole different time for them. For people on Central Time, it's a whole different time for them. So logically, and we're not even talking about the international scale, but logically, there can be no such thing as good posting times. People are on social media at all times of the day, and they're all in all different places of the whole entire world. I want you guys to not watch any content about the algorithm, right? The algorithm changed like this, it changed like that. It's all bullshit. I want you guys to focus on consistency. With TikTok, I want you to try and post every single day. If anyone came to me and was like, how do I get better at creating videos on TikTok? I would just say, post every single day for the entirety of this year. Post at least one video a day. You don't need to do two, you don't need to do three, you don't need to do a whole bunch of videos every day, but at least one. Progressively, you're going to find your niche. Progressively, you're going to find what you enjoy talking about, and progressively, you're going to get better at speaking to the camera. Guys, I want you to understand that at the end of the day, it just comes down to how good you are in front of the camera. And no one, and I mean no one, starts out good in front of the camera. I mean, looking back at my first YouTube video, absolute hot garbage. Looking back at my first TikToks, they were also terrible. This is a skill that you develop over time, and you develop it slowly. And also, you don't need to have a whole content strategy on your first day when you first want to get into TikTok and grow your page or get more views. There's no need for a content strategy, and there's no need for you to put yourself in a box, a so-called niche. That's just going to limit your creativity. You're just starting out. You don't really know what you like to post about. You don't really know much about content because you've never done it before. I think most importantly is just about putting in the work every single day. If you show up every single day, guaranteed eventually one video is going to take off. Once that video takes off, it's going to lead you to understand certain things. Oh, I spoke this way in this video. I wonder if that's why it did good. Oh, I talked about this topic in this video. I mentioned this in my description in this video that I think people were intrigued by. Then you replicate it, and then from there you test again. You continue to test until eventually you find the right formula. This video is not, I'm not telling you if you must follow everything in this video if you want to get more views. No, I just wanted to give you guys some great ideas when it comes to stitches, when it comes to applying to comments that I've used that have worked well for me. I hope you guys enjoyed actually seeing some real examples, because all these influencers who talk about the algorithm and how to create content never really show you guys their own content. So I hope you appreciate the transparency. If you want to book a one-on-one consultation with me to have all your TikTok related questions answered, I've done TikTok Shop. I know all about TikTok Affiliate and about creating content in the TikTok Creativity Program Beta. So all those things I can answer questions about and I have experience with. That being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. I'm out.